Hey there everyone, this is the Collective Soul Tarot and my name is Kay. Welcome to my channel. Today we're doing an alphabet reading. We're going to choose another letter. We have already done these over here. We're going to choose one randomly from there, that pile. But it's a letter that's going to be the first letter or first initial of your first name, middle name, last name, or nickname, whatever it is that you go by, that you most resonate with and identify with, this will be your reading if it's for the first initial for any one of those names. So I'm going to ask Archangel Michael and the Holy Spirit to assist me in randomly choosing the letter of the people who need to hear it most today. And if you like what you see, please subscribe and hit the like button. I'm going to mix it up a bit. Okay. C. Yay. C for common. Yay. We've been having, oh, look at the U's. Pick me, pick me, pick me. We have picked X, Y, and Z already, and Q. I suspected that U would be the next one, the letter U, but anyways, we're doing good today. So once we do this reading, it'll go into the little box so that it's not drawn again until next month. So let's go ahead and start your reading. What do you need to know today? For our C names, Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, can you please help me correctly interpret the energies of the cards today and to help me see clearly, to help these C names gather information that can help bring them healing, hope, faith, and closure, or just some kind of solution. Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for our C names today? For September, what day is it today, guys? I don't know. It's 2023. That's all I know. September 2023. Okay, it doesn't really matter because this is the September reading. Next month we'll do another one for C names in October. It doesn't really matter what day it is. We're going to do the Celtic cross spread, and we're starting off with the current situation, the overall energies. We have the Ten of Swords, a betrayal. That's what that is. 10 is the highest number that the tarot deck goes in. So the good news is that the betrayal has been done. It's over with. You may not be feeling, or you may be feeling the after effects, or feeling, remembering it. Justice will prevail, but there hadn't been justice, and that's why there's a betrayal. So the scales are going to be balanced now. Anytime that the Justice card comes out, it means there was an injustice in the past, and a betrayal is definitely an injustice. So what's in the distant past? Judgment. Wow, justice and judgment. Wowee. The divine stepped in, and or you made a major decision. You made a decision, a different decision, final decision. Okay, and the most recent past, we have the Six of Pentacles. That looks like dividing up assets, possibly. Okay, or giving fair treatment, like give and take, reciprocity. These words get stuck in my mouth sometimes. Okay, so what are you thinking about, C names? You're thinking about passionate messages back and forth, or perhaps angry messages. You're thinking about angry messages that have been going back and forth between you and someone. Overall bridging energy is death. Something has come to abrupt ending, and as a result of the death, the end of a situation or relationship, transformation can take place now in yourself, or in your love life, or in your career life, whatever resonates for you. What are you afraid of? The Emperor. Okay. You're afraid of, let me see here, guys. Yeah, you're afraid that you're not going to be able to step into the Emperor energy, which is high resonance energy, someone who's learned a lot of lessons and has evolved quite a bit through life's hardships. Or that you're afraid you're going to not be able to be a husband to somebody. Okay, so let's find out more. In your environment, we have the Queen of Pentacles, okay? This is the one you're committed to in your environment, all right? The Four of Swords, your hopes is to be able to lay it all down, get some respite time in order for you to heal so that you can find your strength and your courage to get up off that bed and grab your sword of truth, dignity, integrity, honesty, and transparency. Potential outcome, or what is the energy you want to be in or are in, is the Knight of Swords. Coming forward in truth, victory, divinely inspired truth and honesty, and that's that sword right there. See? That I just said to pick up your sword and move in your life, because you're on a horse after all. Knights move forward. Move in your life with dignity, integrity, honesty, transparency. That's the way you want to be moving in your life from now on. You're letting go of your old ways. Let's find clarification for these two energies. Hierophant. Okay, so you've turned to sea names, you turn to your religion or your spirituality, or to somebody that has some type of traditional or authoritative role in life, perhaps like a priest or a minister or just some kind of clergy that you're going to for some advice and just for peace, to find peace, to see if you can heal, be forgiven, forgive, to learn how to forgive. The Chariot, because you're moving forward in your life, you want to, you're prepared to, having at this point in time after your respite and healing, you're gonna, charge forward on your chariot towards someone. What's the clarification for this? The Queen of Swords. Yep, okay. Oh, and the Queen of Wands. Wow, 3 queens. That's amazing, guys. That's really amazing. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is your Queen of Pentacles that you've been committed to in, a long-term relationship or marriage has now turned into a Queen of Swords. She's, and I would say in this, way. And the reason why is because she knows about a Queen of Wands. There's a Queen of Wands also in your life, which also can stand for the other woman. That the Queen of Wands was somebody, or is somebody, alluring, sexual, sensitive, sensual, go-getter, just highly charismatic and go-getter, protector type of energies. Just fiery and passionate, really enjoying life with so much passion and vigor. Something very attractive. Your Queen of Pentacles, the one you're married to or long-term relationship, knows about her now, and she's turned in. If she was the Queen of Swords, laying the truth down and or just cutting right to the point, black and white, she's turned into someone who's still like that, but more like wants to cut you into a million pieces instead. She's cutting, she's kind of mean and can be abusive and belittling and wants to take your power. It's her way or the highway kind of thing. And she wants to be in control. And she's not going to let you get away with anything. In fact, she'll put as many obstacles on your path towards wherever else you want to be if it's not with her. All right, so let's clarify this. At the back of the deck, we have the Ten of Wands, feeling overly burdened, heavily burdened, receiving some enlightenment. Things have been revealed to you, seed names, and you are the King of Pentacles here that we're looking at. And so you've matured and you've found some things out, and as a result, the Tower has come down in your life, a very dramatic, painful ending. Your foundation has crumbled because you've seen some burdens, like things that are not been going right in your life, in your relationship. You're now seeing why. Right here. You're now seeing why. And it has something to do with your finances, but you see you are committed to your, this is your Queen of Pentacles. That's your relationship right there. But as you can see, she's looking this way and you're looking that way. Which way is that? The Queen of Wands, right? I think she knows about it, right? If you haven't said it to her, she just knows. And you're trying to find the courage and strength to be able to move forward after some time of healing in truth and clarity with God, you know, centered in your life now and on the chariot towards your Queen of Wands here as an emperor. You are afraid you're not going to be able to do that, but you are, especially if you heal. You heal and you come forward with your heart and truth. This is Emperor energy. You'll be ready to move into a serious commitment if that's what your Queen of Wands would want, and become her husband. You're ready to make your Queen of Wands her husband. You're not ready yet though, okay? You're fearing this. Okay, so let's clarify the Justice and the Ten of Swords energy. Current energy. Heartbreak. That's makes sense, doesn't it? Heartbreak. All right, that's too bad. A lot of heartbreak. Let's have a look. What else? Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit. What can we know about these two energies here? Temperance. Hermit. Wow, okay. With the Hanged Man. Wow, okay, okay. All right, yeah, towards your Empress, right? Wanting to Six of Swords, rough waters to calmer waters towards your Empress, who is the Queen of Wands, okay? Okay, so what we got here is a lot of this, a lot of clarification, a lot of revealing, a lot of enlightenment, a lot of insight and intuition being handed down to you from the divine to blow up your life as you knew it, to blow it up. It had to be blown up because you weren't happy, you weren't following your heart, things were not as you would want them to be or as you thought them to be, things weren't quite as you thought they would be. So your Queen of Pentacles has betrayed you, or you're thinking about the betrayal you had with your Queen of Wands in the past, because you put her and the other woman at one point in time in your life in the past. And so what happened is broken hearts, right? All around. Your heart is broken. If it's your Queen of Pentacles that betrayed you, your heart is broken. You never expected it. Or maybe she's done it before and she swore up and down she'd never do it again, but she did it again. And you just, you know, that was the last straw that broke the camel's back for you. And you're just like, that's it. No more swords can enter your back because there's only 10. That's the greatest betrayal is 10. No more. You can't be betrayed 11th time, 12th time. You've learned, in other words, you learned from that 10th point. It had to be pretty bad though, right? To learn and let go. So justice is coming in, the divinely inspired justice. all that light of the divine balancing things out, and that's the sun there. The scales are going to be balanced, or are balancing out right now, so that hearts can mend, right? So you have been wanting to be in temperate energy, and are now, because you basically were forced to be in it with a broken heart, and you know you're not going back to your Queen of Pentacles. That's ended. The nail is in the coffin. It's been shut, closed, and that's the end of it. You're not going back. So this is you trying to heal and gain some balance between what just happened in your life to where you want to be in your life at this point in time, or in the next 10-15 years, right? So you're wanting to be at peace and calm, and you're doing that by spending some time in isolation, allowing the light of the divine to show you your path. The cosmos is lit up behind you, and your path is up, and to keep ascending, evolving, right? So you are seeing that you've been this way. You've seen what's happened already, having gone from this way to where you are standing right now. You've gained a lot of wisdom, and you still have the divine lighting your path right here. And the divine has hung you up by your foot at this point in time to keep you still, to keep you in place, to keep you stagnant, to keep you feeling as though nothing's moving and you're not moving. Because you need to spend some time not moving, to stay still and see life from a different perspective here. Hanging upside down will give you a different perspective on life, and what your part of it, is what part you play in it. And you're wanting to move from rough waters to calmer waters, from this kind of life and betrayal to a life with an empress, you see, who is all the beautiful, highest resonating energies of the feminine in the deck, as is the emperor in the masculine end. So she's everything. She births worlds. She gives life, in other words, and she is very, very caring, compassionate, all the things of all queens. She's a go-getter. She's a protector. She's motherly. She's she speaks the truth, with the upright Queen of Swords. She's highly abundant and prosperous, at least if not literally. Right now, she is that type of thinker, okay? So she's all four queens put together and then some. Okay, she's manifests whatever it is she desires, but you're wanting to go towards that calming, transparent, peaceful energy that the Empress sits in, right? She doesn't sit in any other energy. She's always, poised and peaceful and calm whenever she approaches life in any way, shape, or form. She allows her heart to guide her, but also the balance with her logical mind. Let's clarify judgment. Archangel Michael, the Holy Spirit, what can you tell us about judgment energy in the distant past? Two of Swords, Knight of Cups, and the King of Cups with the Seven of Wands. All right, that tells me here that you, in the distant past, you were approached and offered a cup, a sincere, devoted cup of love, and that you blocked it. You blocked it, okay? You blocked your emotions. You didn't want to see it. You didn't want to see that cup. You didn't want to be offered it. You didn't, because you just weren't in that place. And you were blocking your emotions all around, okay? You were being called here to accept that cup, okay, that was offered by your Queen of Wands in the past, and you were called to evolve into the King of Cups, all right? The King of Cups is like deep feeling person, like they really, really feel their emotions. You were not. You were just saying no. no, that's alien or foreign to me, or I don't have time for that, or I'm not in a position to be in that kind of energy, loving energy, compassionate, caring, balanced, fair, fair giving and taking energy. You had made the decision to block. That's the decision. Your final decision was to block any kind of heart-centered energy that was being suggested to you by the divine or offered by your Queen of Cups here, or Queen of Wands. You didn't want to have anything to do with evolving into a King of Cups. However, because the divine was now more firmly in your life through this honest cup of love offer, the divine said, make a different choice. It's time for you now to make a final decision about feeling your heart. You were going deeper down into the depths of darkness, into your shadow, being in a relationship with your Queen of Pentacles, who, was betraying you behind your back, and God only knows what else was going on between the two of you that was not heart-centered in any way, shape, or form. And you were in a state of mind where you didn't feel the warmth coming from her. I mean, she's pretty much a Queen of Swords, right? She's pretty cold, and she's very pentacle focused, just as you were as the King of Pentacles. Okay, there's a reason why the two of you met. You're more focused on possessions, material possessions, and having more and more and more money and all the big things in life, house, car, and fancy stuff, right? Excuse me. So there was a reason why the two of you were attracted to each other. But since then, she's been doing things that maybe has been taking from you financially in some way, shape, or form, or that her lover was, and you, through that whole time that you spent not really knowing, but probably you intuited it, because the King of Cups is quite intuitive, as is the Queen of Cups, that something was amiss, something was strange, and she was just always so, vague and cold, and I just wasn't feeling the warmth in our relationship anymore. C names, that's what you're saying to yourself. I'm just not feeling the warmth in our relationship anymore. Things are going south, and they're going south fast, but not fast enough until it drained the life out of you. You may even age 10 years in a couple of months, you may look war torn kind of thing, but you had refused to be in a loving state of mind and heart when the Queen of Wands had entered your life, but you needed it. Like, she's fiery, she's warm, okay? She's definitely warm. And she can be very temperamental and angry, but she's warm, and you needed that warmth. You needed that fire in your life again. So that's why you hooked up with her. But that would require that you dig deep in yourself to find the heart that needs to be able to help bring balance and excuse me, and love, that emotional passion into a relationship that you couldn't realize with her, right? You couldn't, because you were with this one. So whatever you got from your time spent with your Queen of Wands that warmed you up, you took it back to your wife. You gave it to your relationship, which probably helped it for a little while, but then things just kind of went back, started going down the toilet again after some time, because that energy was meant to go back to be equally reciprocated to her and not her. So you're seeing a recent past how you had been unfair and quite defensive, I must say, here. And so you were standing your ground and you were saying, no, I'm not going to do heart stuff. Heart stuff does not have a place in my life, because we're more focused on making money, having real estate investing, whatever, maybe investing in stocks and bonds and whatever. The focus was on working hard, earning money, making more money and making your money work for you than it was on emotions, emotions, which is half of who you are, the heart and the mind, or the heart in the 3D world, emotions in the 3D world. You're a person in the 3D world as a physical being, but you also have a heart, which is unconditional love, which is God, which is your soul. Your heart is your soul, God. So, Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit, what can we know about the Six of Pentacles energy in the most recent past? Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, yeah, and the Ace of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles is you, most recent past, you have been looking at how you were not fair to her. Not fair to her. She gave you a lot, you did not give in return. In fact, you just left her. Whether she knows why you left, I don't know. But she may not have known you were married. But in any case, you know that you had not been giving equally to her. At the same time, though, you are dividing your assets up, in your divorce with your Queen of Pentacles. But looking at the past, you're looking at how much you harvested in the past because of what you sowed. You know that there's more that you could be harvesting if you were just giving equal give and take, right? You have to give to receive. So Seven of Pentacles is good, but 8, 9, and 10 Pentacles is even better. But this is the past. You're looking at how you weren't fair to her and you weren't fair to this one either, having, obviously cheated on her to be with the Queen of Wands, having extramarital affair. Now she's having an extramarital affair, and it's hurting. It's hurting because, it's like karma, right? So your Queen of Cups is your Queen of Wands. This is the sweetheart of the deck. This is caring, compassionate, intuitive, highly intuitive, ready to give her cup of love, which is this, to someone. And you're hoping it's going to be you because you have one in return this time. And it's a great big one, I might say. And it's the divine looking at it and saying, I'm inspiring this cup. So when you give this cup to the right person, it's going to be it's going to be full of much, much more goodness than you can imagine right now. So that's the perfect way to be. So now you're thinking about moving towards her slowly, but without pushing, because you've done what you've done in the past to her. You don't know how she's going to receive you, but you are thinking about sending passionate messages to her, hoping that she will return them to you passionately too. All right, but you are going to let her know that you are a wounded warrior, and you're down on your knees begging for her forgiveness. There was that wounded warrior card. That was the next card that I didn't bring out. But yeah, you want to tell her how wounded you are from having done this in the past to her, but also what you went through, which was probably a hell of a lot, with your Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Okay. And that you want to have a long-term commitment. You want to offer your Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, long-term commitment, and want to celebrate with her. You see her as everything that you could wish for. That's the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment. And the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, right? You want to, that's what you're thinking about, is that you see her as your wish fulfillment, and that you want to commit to her long-term, because you're out of this one here. And you're going to do it, even if you have to start off as friends first, you're going to take it slow with her. You're not going to push her. Whatever she wants, in whatever direction she needs to take it, you're going to be okay with that. You'll just be happy to be back in her life again. Death. What's the energy of death? Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit. Let's put this over here. Ten of Cups. Yep, that life with her is over with. Knight of Wands, but you, because death brings Three of Pentacles, because death brings an abrupt end to something or an ending, it also rebirths. So whatever dies, something, it makes room. When you take something out of your life, that makes room for transformations to move in, for you to be transformed, and for your life to be transformed as a result of you being transformed. So that's come to the end, the happily ever after. Ten of Cups life with the Queen of Pentacles, that wasn't really ever really happily ever after. But you're very excited now with the rebirth, having a new chapter in life to begin, to pursue with a lot of inspired passion, divinely inspired passion, to kickstart a new life. Okay, that's what the Knight of Wands is in the upright. That you see, you want to bring forward a small gift or token of some kind to give to your Queen of Wands, Queen of Hearts, Empress. Let's just call her your Empress, okay? Your Empress. You want to bring a token of some kind, a gift, to her when you see her, if she agrees to see you, that is, right? So that's what that's for. And you also are going to tell her too, possibly, that you have a child, maybe. You know, maybe you've got a child as well. But you do want to reconnect with her and to collaborate with her, if it's just in love, but possibly in some kind of business sense. You know, a project or whatever, right? We don't need that. Okay. Yeah. All right. Because you've put an end to the cycle over here. This is the past. You put an end to the cycle over here, and you're starting off in a new one. This also speaks of going across the world. So maybe, or the World Wide Web. Maybe she lives quite a distance from you, and you're willing to take that journey to wherever it is she's located. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles, what does she have to say? Queen of Pentacles, Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit. What can we know about the Queen of Pentacles? This is your ex, or your wife that you're becoming an ex from. Eight of Cups, Seven of Cups, and the Moon with the Magician. Ooh. Well, she sees that you're leaving her, okay, and that you have other options. Eight of Cups is walking away from an investment. 8 cups out of 10. Remember the 10 of Cups over here? So you're walking away from this investment because she sees that you have other options. She knows about the Queen of Wands, and that she's very, her life is very unclear to her now, because you're not going to be in it anymore, see names. So she's feeling a little fearful and confused herself, and she just doesn't know what her next step is going to be. It's not clear to her. But she also acknowledges that you had been keeping your feelings about her, the Queen of Wands, to yourself, a secret. You've been hiding your feelings about the Queen of Wands, passionately pursuing your Queen of Wands in your mind, in your fantasy, while you were married to your Queen of Pentacles. And she's come to realize that, on top of the fact she doesn't know what her next step in life is going to be, now that she's not in your life anymore, and having the resources that she used to have with you as her husband. So she is going to be, she's been manifesting herself. She's been manifesting a different path, not with you, with her King of Wands, the one she cheated with on you when you were married. All right, so great. That's good that she's taking action to go to the one that we're assuming that this is the one that she was having an affair with. So she's going to be with her King of Wands, who can be quite a player, the King of Wands. So we'll see. I guess we won't see, but I hope for best. Hope for her the best outcomes so that she can completely let go of you, sea names. All right, Knight of Swords. What are we talking about here, Archangel Michael? Page of Cups coming forward with an apology to your Empress. Okay, Queen of Cups. Let's put you over here, Empress. Queen of Cups, Empress, which also the Queen of Wands, but that doesn't matter anymore. That was the past energy that she was in. So sea names. What else? We have the Page of Swords. Wow. Whoops. And a celebration, a reunion with the Ace of Swords. Okay. Okay, sea name. So you are wanting to wipe the slate clean with your Empress, Queen of Cups. You want to, by coming forward with a Page of Cups, saying, I adore you, admire you, I'm curious about you, and most of all, I want to apologize for being such a to you back in the past. This is you coming forward with integrity and strength and courage to speak your mind and say the truth, lay it all down in front of her so that she's well informed and she can make a well informed decision about you. You're going to tell her some messages that the difficult message of truth that you delivered to her here back in the past, that I can't be with you, I'm married. You're apologizing for that, but you're also coming forward to tell her the truth about how you feel. Okay, the truth that you did not tell her in the past. You weren't fair with her in the past, but you also are going to tell her that you do see that your connection has a lot of divine solitude, like spirituality to it, kind of thing. That's kind of an oxymoron, but you know what I mean. You want to tell her how you see the divine in your connection. Remember, you're very much consulting with your divinity through your own religion, priest, whatever. Maybe you're in Bible studies. It's hard to know for sure, I'm just saying. But this is also asking her that if she would consider a more serious connection with you, to at some point, because you're not pushing it right here with the Knight of Pentacles, you're not pushing it, but at some point you're going to ask her if the two of you can move in together and make it more of a solid commitment, right? Or perhaps even an offer of marriage. That would be in the future. But yep, apology, tell her how you really feel about her and the truth about what you've been doing since what you were doing when you were having this thing with her in the past, and what's been going on ever since then, and how you truly, truly do feel, and that you've been thinking about her for a long time and have been feeling so much for her, but feeling stuck in this commitment with your Queen of Pentacles. All right. So guys, that is that. Let's talk about what would you like to say? What would you like to say to your it's the Hidden Truth Oracle, to your Empress? What would you like to say, sea names, to your Empress? I hope that you can forgive me one day. Remember, we talked about how you're seeking forgiveness and asking, trying to find out how you're going to be able to approach your Empress to ask for her forgiveness. I hope that you can forgive me one day. Perfect. I know that I crossed the line with you. Yeah, well, we don't have to explain that. I wish things could be different. Yeah, and so you're going to try. I lost myself for a little while. Yeah, your Queen of Pentacles was sucking the life out of you with the ways that she was behaving and being unfaithful and deceptive with you. Okay, so let's see what your Empress would like to say to you. Divinely guided messages of love. What would our Empress here for the sea names want to say in return? Divinely guided messages of love. These are slippery cards. Destiny. I'm struggling to find the right path. All right, so she's kind of, because she wasn't the one that we talked about in your environment, which is often the case, that when it's your reading, oftentimes the one that you're really in love with shows up in your environment, but oftentimes, other times, more rare, it's the one who's actually in your physical environment that's in this position here. So she is struggling. We don't know. She's struggling to find the right path, probably because she knows the right path is towards you, but she doesn't see that happening. Neglected. I failed to give you what you need. Well, that's what she thinks anyways. She might be thinking that she's the problem as to why you just up and left her, especially if you didn't really tell her. Give her an explanation. Unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss, and she sees that, she senses it, knows that having been separated from you, that is not the end. You got to come back together for one reason or another, just to finish some business. Unexpected outcome. Things didn't go the way I planned. No, they certainly did not. She was hoping for, I think, a long-term commitment with you. Let's see what else. Andromeda Skies Love Oracle. Let's see if there's a love message that can come out here from her to you. Because we didn't really discuss her at all. All we know is that she's been the other woman. She became, she grew and evolved into a woman of caring, compassion, loving herself. And then the Empress. Jealous and possessive. Ooh. She sees you as being jealous and possessive. And that would be why she's feeling connected to you. That's what it is. She's feeling a connection to you. And that you don't want to let her go. And it's because you want to have your cake. She thinks you want to have your cake and eat it too. That you're going to hang on to her. You don't want her to be with anybody. You don't want her to be with anybody. That's what she's thinking, okay? Even though you're not making moves, or she doesn't know that you're making moves towards her, she would think that you're jealously holding on to her energetic wise. She's the Empress. She's divinely in tune and in touch, as well as the Queen of Cups is highly intuitive as well. Okay, so she's intuiting this energy from you, C names, that you are a jealous and a possessive person. That's just what she's thinking or feeling. I need time, so she needs time. That is why you would need to take it slow with her. Okay? And you are the love of my life. Isn't that awesome? You're the love of her life. I don't need to explain that. So, yep, she probably would like it very much if you were to come back to her with a lot of apology and humble energy, being ready and committed to her and her alone for the long haul. With that Ten of Pentacles, right, which is a long-term commitment. Yep. That she would be your only focus. That's what she wants. So guys, please subscribe and like. I will end it here, and we will catch up with you next month. Bye, C-Name.
Hello, my friend. I know you don't like when the spotlight is on.